Hey friends, Min here from Honest Stamp Page with another 5 minutes in Photoshop for you. This month, our sponsor is the beautiful Pickled Potpourri Designs. You can find their shop on Etsy. Pam, the owner, has amazing sets and they are all different styles, so you should definitely be able to find something that you like in the store. Down below in the description box, you will find a discount code to use on your next purchase. So thank you so much to Pam. Today I'm going to be using the Today stamp set from Pickled Potpourri Designs, as well as the Chloe 12x12 digital papers. Both of these are available. And I'm going to show you how I used pattern papers to fill in a gorgeous design from the Today set using those digital pattern papers, okay? So the first thing that we need to do is to open up the digital stamp set and create a copy of the image that you're wanting to do. That way you'll have the original later on to do whatever else you need to do with it. So I'm opening the copy of this beautiful image, and now I'm going to go through and I'm going to open up some pattern papers that I want to use from the Chloe digital paper set. So I'm going to grab this striped paper. Now, after I finish doing what I'm going to do with this paper, I will be able to fill in the image by clicking my paint bucket and choosing pattern. So in order to create a pattern with this, I need to go to Edit, Define Pattern, and then I'm just going to name it after the paper. You could go in here and change the name, but I don't feel the need to. And then I'm going to be able to get rid of that because I don't need it anymore. I'm going to click my paint bucket and I'm going to go to pattern, and it is all the way down at the bottom, the very last one. There is the paper that I created. And now I can start filling in my image. Now while I'm doing this, I'm making sure to get every part of the background in. And what I love about this technique is that it automatically fills the pattern paper in a continuous pattern, which means I don't have to worry about whether or not the patterns are going to line up. It automatically does that for me. Some digital stamps are a little bit more easy to fill in than others. It just depends on how the stamp was created. If you need to, you can always zoom in to see better. And after I'm done with the background, I'm actually going to go up and click and choose foreground so that I can color in the flower. And what I'm doing is I'm using the little eyedropper color to pull colors from the pattern paper so that it will match the flower, or rather the flower will match the paper. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in this flower with a few different colors. Now I'm going to go in and do the same thing for the leaves, but with some greens that kind of match. And I had a hard time matching with the pattern paper, but I decided to try again anyway. And when I went in, I was able to find kind of a deep green color that I liked. And so that's the color that I used for the leaves. And I also apologize for my image popping on and off the screen. My program was working not so well. As you'll notice, I'm actually just doing part of the leaves because I want some of it to be a darker color and some of it to be a lighter color. And that's just to kind of give the same type of interest that I did with the flowers. So that's what I'm doing at this point. So after getting my leaves done, I decided that I actually wanted to add some pattern to the flower just to give it a little bit of extra. And so I chose to use one of the pattern papers from the digital paper, the Chloe digital papers, and just kind of add that in to the flower to give it a little bit more texture and to kind of match the background a bit more. So with the flower done, now I'm going to turn to the butterfly. That's kind of what inspired me to use this set. I love butterflies. I grabbed another pattern paper from the Chloe set that I had already made into a pattern, and I filled in the wings with a light color. And then I decided to see what other things I should do, and I ended up deciding that I needed to either use a subtle paper like I did for the butterfly wings or a plain color for the rest of the butterfly, and I chose to use another subtle pattern from the Chloe digital papers. So the last step was me choosing the butterfly's eye color. I decided to go with a dark green to kind of pull more of the green in. And I really like the way that that turned out with the green. And here is the completed panel. I absolutely love this. I love the colors and everything that the pattern paper brings to it. And again, here's the one that I just created now, and here is the one that I created before as an example. And as you can see, two totally different looks kind of. One looks more kind of classic, while the other one looks kind of Baroque or even like 1920s vintage. But I love both of them, and I hope that you learned a lot from this tutorial. Please make sure that you go and you check out Pickled Potpourri on Etsy. The shop link is down below, as well as the links that I have used. And until next time, hugs and happy stamping, friends. Bye.